to go through that already and then go through a pregnancy, that'd be very traumatic. But C-section, I mean, yeah, C-section, if you want to have the kid, C-section is an option. But you shouldn't force the person to, have the kid because, you can get a C-section, you're fine. No, not at all. I don't think so. But yeah, that's what I think. I think circumstances do matter, like you said. Abortion is a more touchy subject. It is, for sure. But I think that it really matters on the circumstances. But I think that if you... Too much political on here for me. Let's talk about you. Yeah, I don't like talking about me. But I think that if you do... I don't know. I think that if you legalized it... Because I also think... Because I'm a Christian, right? So I'm thinking... Okay, free will. Right? It's free will. If someone's going to get an abortion, it's free will. Just like, God gave us free will to make the choices we have. We can sin. We cannot. We have free will. So it's like, okay, free will. People should have free will. And if they want to get an abortion, then they take that up with God. But then it goes way deeper in that. And I was like, okay, this is not just about religion. So I think that it would definitely get abused. The power of anyone and everyone having the ability to get an abortion would absolutely be abused. Especially, like, with the hookup culture that we have now, too. I don't think that would be the best idea. Think about more diseases that would be happening. And the money that'd be funded into abortions when it could just be avoided by a little, like, plastic thing. I don't know. It's hard to say, I'm sorry, it's hard to say words on live and, like, not get restricted, so I'm trying to, like, think in my head how I can go around it. I wish I was born in the 40s. I can't stand hookup culture. I feel like if you know you're forced and you know what happened, why not just take a plan B? Well, plan B doesn't always work, though. You can, right? But plan B doesn't always work. And I don't know. I think that, like, no matter what, like, yeah, you could take a plan B, but no matter what, this, like, shit happens. God also gave me a mama that taught me to take care of my own. Yeah, exactly. But plan B doesn't always work. So regardless, I feel like abortion should be an option if it was forced upon you. Like, that should always be there as an option. Can I call you? No. For real, dating sucks these days, so I'd rather be alone. Yeah, you definitely have to be careful on who you pick nowadays, for sure. But thank you, James. Thank you. But yeah, that's my view on abortion. I think that's what I think. It just really, it matters the circumstances, for sure. But that's like a more of like a stepping on eggshells topic than politics. Politics, if someone disagrees, then it's whatever. But I'm a one-woman man, definitely hard to find that. That is hard to find. Yeah, but low-key, Pops taught me how to force stuff and how to take care of that. There you go. Now we're talking. There you go. Why are you up so early anyways? I just didn't go to sleep, to be honest. If I was to be flying into Houston or Mother's Day weekend, odds I could take you out to dinner. Honestly, I don't think the odds are in your favor. I'm not interested in going out to dinner with anyone. Are you a parking ticket because you got fine ran all over you? All right. But yeah, I actually love, like, how expensive he's talking. Good morning, King. Y'all are actually really cool to talk to, though. This is a cool group of people. Your take on girl dads going into a women's bathroom? Curious because of me stepping up for my sis. Girl dads going into a women's restroom? No, I don't think so. I think that most places have a family restroom where the girl dad can go with their daughter into the family restroom, where it's just like a one stall only kind of thing. And you just have to, like, wait for that. But a grown man going into a women's restroom? No. Just because you're a dad doesn't mean that you're a good person or that you're not making other people feel uncomfortable. Like, I wouldn't want my daughter going into the women's restroom knowing that some man is in there, regardless if he's in there for his daughter or not. He's still a man. You don't know, like, you know, I don't want my daughter to feel uncomfortable. I don't want other women to feel uncomfortable. And plus, how many, okay, right, if they let that happen, if they let girl dads go in there, how many people, how many weirdos out there would just befriend some random little girl or use a girl as bait to just go into women's restrooms and do whatever they want? Like, that could totally be an easy way for them to just see the opportunity and take it, right? Go to the gender you were born. Yeah, you just gotta pray that you can't. The parent should go in the restroom while their kid goes in with them. The parent should go in the restroom. Well, yeah, but when it's like a girl dad with, like, you know, a dad with his daughter, both of them going into the women's restroom would be like not okay. Where are you from? I'm from Texas. You low-key just gotta wait your turn, bro. You gotta wait for that family restroom door to open. No, they should just go to the men's. I think that's absolutely what I think. I think that, like, you don't go to the gender of the kid, like, you go to the gender of the adult, right? Because if you're still going with your kid to the restroom, like, if you still have to follow them in there and go in the restroom with them, their brain's not even, like, fully developed, you know what I mean? So to be like, well, my daughter's a girl, so I know I'm a dude, but, like, she has to use a women's restroom. No. Same for, like, a grown woman to be like, well, my 2-year-old son's a guy, so I need to go into the men's restroom. Like, that makes no sense, you know? I don't know. That's what I think, though. Cameron, thank you for the follow. But also, I think that's why a lot of places do have family restrooms now, where it's like, for reasons like that. You're the guardian, you take them where your gender goes. Exactly. I appreciate you, thanks. I appreciate you guys, y'all are awesome. Thank you, Kevin, for the follow. Thank you. Hi, Nina. She's much further south. Wait, what did he say? It is 5:45 a.m. for me. What time is it for you guys? But yeah, same thing goes for transgender. Same thing goes for that, which is my opinion. I think that, you know, if you were a man and you're now a woman, which this might be a sensitive topic, but if you're a man and you're now a woman, but you want to use the women's restroom, no, absolutely not. Same thing if it's a woman and she's a man now and she wants to use the men's restroom. No, that's what I think. What's up, Sinton? How are you? But that's what I think. Like, if your DNA is gonna show that you're a man. So men's restroom. Your DNA is gonna show that you're a woman. Women's restroom. That's what I think, though. But then no. Wait, I take that back. Because then you're gonna hold on. Because then if you're a man and you look like a woman, and the woman goes in the men's restroom, there could be weird men in there that are gonna. Y'all see what I'm getting at? That's not gonna work either. They're either gonna have to make transgender restrooms, or y'all are just gonna have to stick to the script. This is hurting my head now. It's hurting my head now. You know what? No, we're too inclusive. Wait, no, I can't say that. This topic's actually hurting my head. Whatever's on your birth certificate is what your bathroom you're using. That's what I'm saying. That's what I agree with. But then think about it. If you're a woman, right, but you're transgender, so you want to be a dude, so you look like a dude, then you're going to see someone who looks like a dude going in the women's restroom. And then everyone's going to be freaking out. They're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. And they're like, no, I'm transgender, I was a woman. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. But then how many guys are just going to go into the women's restroom saying that they're also transgender when they're not? Yeah, too much risk. High risk, no reward. Not happening. No trans are allowed in the women or men's restroom. Maybe that's the thing I gotta go with. I don't know. I'm too confused. Yeah, I'm confused too. If worse comes to worse, they need an it bathroom. The world is confused. People are confused. It's less complex than it sounds. Bathrooms are parts and no parts, not complex. Bathrooms are parts and no parts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Also, my circumstance. Would you adopt the kids, or do you think it matters? If worse comes to worse. If I would do whatever is best in the kids' favor, whatever is going to be best for the kids growing up. So if adopting them if that's going to be the most beneficial thing for the kids growing up and give them the best, I guess, foundation and childhood that they could have, then yeah, I'll adopt. They put so much hormones and everything. I think it's escalating, this transgender thing. Absolutely, they're putting a lot of bullshit in everything. The produce, spraying it, all the foods, everyone's favorite snacks. It's all filled with shit. Trans with parts, men's, no parts, women's. That's what I'm saying, but it's just gonna get confusing though, because then if they do that, then you're going to see someone who looks like a dude in the women's restroom, but it's really a woman who's just transgender. And then other guys are going to take that as an opportunity to just say they're transgender just to go in the women's restroom. So that's why I think that that would only work for so long before weird people start trying to find a gap. I mean, I want to keep them with your family. I don't want to lose them, and I already support them. Then I would just talk with the kids' parents, and then I would talk to the kids' parents, and I would just negotiate and be like, what do you think is best for the kids? Well, then shoot, those dudes had then no issues anymore. Oh, well, yes, but once the damage is done, pulling out a pew-pew isn't going to change what they did. You know what I mean? I mean, it's going to keep them from doing future things, but maybe over the top. No, it's not over the top at all. Not at all. But we would want to avoid that even being a possibility. So you want to focus on how to prevent that, not the repercussions of it, if you know what I mean. Marcos, welcome in. Just ban them from using the bathroom, then no one's uncomfortable. Yeah, that's true, but that's only going to work in so many places. Why are you avoiding the question of your age? I'm 20, Kelly. But I think that in certain states like California, I don't think that would really pass. Dad's not in the picture. Then that's a tough situation. That's a really tough situation. I would just talk to the mom and be like, hey, look, just give her the option. Jalen with the level 2. Hi, Jalen. But I would just give her the option and see what she thinks about it, or there's 2 dads in the picture. Wait, what? I'm getting confused now. Are we all talking about the same thing? German, welcome in. I agree, James. I 100% agree. I think that's a great fix. Do you have Snap? I don't have Snapchat. I do not. You dumb, because low-key I'm a ride to the wheels fall off. Well, for how much work you're putting in, that's really great. That's really great.